Hello everybody and welcome back to Coin Quest. Coin Quest of course is a series where I take $25 boxes of pennies like this, go through each and every roll in the box, and I look for interesting and valuable coins that I can use to fill up my coin albums. The albums that we're going to be trying to fill up in the penny series are my 1909 to 2009 American album and my 1920 to date Canadian album. Now I've already gone through 8 boxes of pennies to try and fill these albums up and they've gotten pretty full. If we take a look starting with the 1909 to 2009 American album, it's pretty empty in the beginning, but as you flip through you see that there's more and more spaces filled, especially when we get past the sweet penny section and into the memorial cents here. We have pretty much every single coin on these pages filled. That one is completely full, that one is completely full, and we're missing one here. Now real briefly we'll take a look at the Canadian cents collection here. So if we look here, it starts in 1920 and it goes all the way up to 2012 when they abolished the penny up in Canada, and we don't have a whole lot of the older ones, but like in the previous album they get a little bit more full as we go forward. We're only missing the 77, 88. I'll be looking out for those ones, and of course these later dates are a little bit harder to find, so we'll be looking out for those as well. Now today, as always, I'm going to be using the coin roll hunting placemat which I designed here specifically for coin roll hunting pennies, and you can see that it shows you every single type of coin that you can find in your penny rolls, along with a few others, 2009s and some specialty items down here. And then on the back side it shows you just a score sheet that I use to score the boxes in the Coin Quest series. I also use this for my coin roll hunting competition videos. If you haven't seen those already, check them out up here. They're really fun. So just a real quick plug, guys, if you want to get these for yourself, head on over to quincoins.com and I will hook you up over there. So guys, without any further ado, let's get into the first roll of the first box of the second season of Coin Quest. And we actually have a pretty nice surprise here because this roll happens to be a really nice, cool ender. It's a 1955 Canadian, and that's going to be a young head. And if I take this off here and just show you real quick up here, we do not have the 1955, and there's actually 2 different varieties. We don't have either one of them yet, but that's what we're looking at right now, guys. That's already going to instantly fill a spot up in the box, or in the collection book. So why don't we go ahead and just get into this roll right now. I'm really excited to see which variety this is. I actually don't know anything about the Canadian varieties on the 1955, but I do have a book, so we're gonna check it out. I'm gonna just grab that one right off the end there. That is it, guys, the 1955 Canadian penny right there. And as you can see on this side, we're gonna have the young Queen Elizabeth right there. So I'm gonna put that one to the side. We're gonna go ahead and go through the rest of this roll and see if we can get anything else, guys. Wow, that one looked like a really old Canadian right there, and it looks like we're gonna have a ton in this box. It looks super old, but it's just gonna be a 1971. Looks super vintage though, but I'm gonna put that one to the side. Right behind it there was a 1979, and I think we needed the 77 and 78, so I'll be on the lookout for those. But until we find that, I'm just going to keep looking through here. Hopefully we get some older American stuff as well. I think I see another, check that out, guys, another young head in this roll. Super Canadian box so far. That's already 4 in the roll. And that one's going to be in 1963, which it looks like we already have the 1963, but I'll give you another closer look up right there. So that's actually going to be worth 5 points, even though it's not going into the book. And what is this? Oh, guys, I thought that was something crazy, but it's just another Canadian coin there. 1969. That has got to be the most Canadian roll I have had in quite a while. I think that's 5 Canadians, and they're all older, the 60s and 70s there. The one was in 1955. So it looks like we might have a pretty decent Canadian box here, guys. That'd be super interesting to see what comes out of this. That's actually a really interesting toning on that 2017D right there. Check out the back of that. That's pretty cool. I'll put that one aside. But guys, that is the first roll. Looks like it's going to be a good box. I'm excited to get into the rest of these rolls and see what else we can find. So here we have our Coins of Canada book opened up, and going over to the 1955, you can see that there's a couple of different types right there. There's the no shoulder fold and the with shoulder fold. Both of those come in at 56 million minted, and as you can see, that's probably the it looks like the second smallest number on that page, other than the 22 million minted for the 1954. So this is a pretty rare coin here, guys. Unfortunately, I did check it out, and it is the with shoulder fold variety, which is only worth 15 cents. If it were the other one, we'd have a $150 coin there, but we do not, unfortunately. So we'll at least get to put this into the collection though here. It's the 1955, just plain. So I'll put that one into the collection, and we will move on to the next roll. All right, guys, I just got through the second roll, and I'm super weirded out by how many Canadians we're finding in this box. It's crazy. This one's kind of weird. It's a young head that I found, and it's got these weird markings all around the edge. I think I saw that actually on an earlier coin. but it also has like this little, looks like a mark from probably the coin rolling machine up there in Canada. I've never seen that on a Canadian coin before, but I see that all the time on American coins. But this is the super weird part, is just this like wreath-like pattern that I'm seeing here, and I don't know what could have caused that. Maybe the coin machine as well, I'm not sure. But we also got another 1970s Canadian right there, 71. So all we found out of this so far is Canadians, but we have I think 15 points on the box just for young heads so far. We're gonna keep going and see if we can find some older ones like King George V or King George VI. That would be really cool to see. So I thought the lighting was looking a little dark. I just changed it up. Hopefully you guys can see the coins a little bit better now. But we're just on the very next roll, third roll in here, and I just got a 1946. It came out face up like that, and that is our first wheat penny on the box. Super excited to get that, guys. Unfortunately, we do already have that in the collection, but I'll put that one aside and count it for 5 more points on the box. And then we got this really weird 1964. Look at the craziness going on with that coin. It looks like it's been in circulation for quite a while, but it's also just got this weird like horseshoe looking pattern over Lincoln's head, and it just looks like a super lowball coin. Very interesting to find a coin like that. I'm pretty sure that's post-mint damage though, so probably no added value on that. Just something interesting to find. We're finding a lot of stuff in this box, guys. I haven't had a single roll where I didn't film yet, so that's been super interesting. Hopefully we'll find something more in the next roll, and we'll just get onto it and see what else we can get. Alright, so we're a few rolls later here, guys. I just cracked this one open and I noticed this coin right away. You're also probably noticing something right here. There's actually quite a bit going on with this roll, but this coin I noticed right away. Very shiny Queen Elizabeth Canadian penny right there, and it's a 1968. Look how shiny that is for being, what, 50 years old? 60? I guess 60 years old, eh? Correction, this coin is 50 years old, 1968, and look at the condition of it, guys. That is an awesome coin right there. I don't think I need that one in the collection, but I will be replacing the old one that I have in there because I doubt that it's as nice as that. Let's go ahead and pick up this wheat penny here. This was another one that was in the roll. It came out wheat side up like that, and so we don't know the date on that one yet. We're gonna find out here in 3, 2, 1. And it's a 1953. It's actually in pretty decent shape too. Check the book here real quick. It looks like we already do have the 1953, so that one won't be going into the collection, but it's another 5 points on the box. And I actually have a few more wheat pennies to show you guys because I just skipped these over because they're kind of more common dates as well. This one's looking really red, kind of interesting right there, 1951 Denver. And we also have another one here. This one is also another just common one, 1955 Denver, so we don't need that one either. We're finding a lot of repeats, guys. We have already found most of the common wheat pennies, but let's go ahead and just look through this roll here and see if we can't pick out one more older coin. There is another 1968 right there, so just for comparison, that's what the 1968 Canadians generally look like, but nothing compared to the really nice one that we have right here. Let's just go ahead and go through the rest of this roll real quick and see if we can get anything older out. Not seeing anything yet. A lot of really weird looking coins in this box, guys. Some really old coins that are like, 60s that kind of almost look like they're from the 1910s or something. But yeah, I think that's it for that roll, guys. We'll get on to the next one and see what else we can find. Alright guys, this is really awesome. Check this out. We just got another older Canadian, and I was hoping that we would get this one in this box because there's been so many young heads so far. And this is going to be a 1960 young head Canadian, and that is one of the ones that we don't have in the collection yet. As you can see right there, 1960 young head Canadian. That is awesome, guys. I'm going to pull this off real quick just so I can show you where that is going to fit into our collection, and we have pretty much like every coin around it except for it. So check this out, guys. 1960s right here, and we have the 58, 59, 61, 62, 63, and 64. We do have the 65s. I'm still working on filling those in because there's like super small subtleties between the different ones. But yeah, guys, we're going to complete this row right now with that 1960. So I'll put that into the book and get back to you guys in just a sec. So as you can see, guys, a nice complete row right here. That's going to look really good in the book. And hopefully we can complete some of these other ones up here. I know we just got this 1955, so we just got this row started. There's quite a few other ones to find. I know that's an $150 coin, so maybe we won't get that. But anyways, why don't we just go ahead and go through the rest of this roll. I'll put this to the side for a second, and it looks like I smashed the roll a little bit when I was putting the book on top of it. I'm seeing something right away right here, guys. It looks like we have a 2009, I believe. This is going to be the birth and early childhood right here. So there's our 2009, and it's going to be a 2009 Denver, so that's good. I don't think we need that particular 2009 Denver, but that is what we are looking for. So that's going to be another point on the box, and we'll see if we can get anything else out of this roll. Keep forgetting to focus here. I don't think we have anything else here, guys, so we'll just go ahead and get on to the next one. Alright guys, we're about a third of the way through the box, and we just got something amazing. It's something that I was hoping that we would be able to find out of this box. Check this coin out right here. I got it obverse side up, and it's going to be a KG King George V, and we don't know what the date is, but we need a lot of these in the collection. You've seen that we've had a ton of Canadian coins in here, especially old ones, and the date on that is in 1942. Let me just flip through the book here real quick to see if we need that one. Wow, okay, so surprisingly, we already have the 1942, so that is just going to be an extra, I think, 10 points on this box. And I'm hoping to find another one of these guys, hopefully one that we can use to fill into the collection. Everything that we've had so far today has been Canadian. That's really cool. I actually really like finding the Canadians, and I'm blessed to be up here in Michigan where I can find a whole bunch of them, because they can't even find these things in Canada, guys. I've heard that it's extremely hard to find them up there just because they pretty much abolished them back in 2012, and they're pretty much unheard of now. Going through the rest of this roll though, we just grabbed another wheat penny here. Check this out. Man, this has been a really good box. I've been impressed with this box so far. That one is a 1956 Denver, and I know that we already have that one. It's a pretty common wheat penny there. There's the reverse side of it. So guys, I feel so stupid about missing this earlier. We actually found one of the Canadian coins that we need for the collection. It's a 1971, and that just kind of looks like every other date. I didn't even realize that we needed it, but I was just looking through the collection, and it turns out that we do. So we just got one more Canadian coin to put in the collection there, 1971. If you hadn't remembered, we are actually hunting in the United States, but we're getting so many Canadian coins, and that was it for this roll, guys. So I'll put that one in the book and mark it down and get on to the next roll. Alright, we've had a bit of a dry streak here, guys. Not a whole lot of interesting stuff going on, but in this roll, I saw one young head and pulled it out, and then another one came out right next to it. So we got two young heads right next to each other in this roll. That's 10 points on that roll already. 1962 and 1963, so that's pretty cool. I always like to see that come out, and we have a whole roll to look through here. Real quick, I want to show you, I was able to find one wheat penny. There was another one that's pretty common in the last roll or two. 1940 on that one, so we're getting a little bit older there. Hopefully we can get something a little bit older than that. I think that's the oldest coin on the box so far. Let's see if we can get anything out of this roll here, guys. Just take a quick look here, just scan for some older stuff, looking for wheat ears and maybe a young head or two, if there's any more in this box, or in this roll. It'd be pretty crazy to get a 3 young head roll. But it looks like that's it for that roll, guys. We'll get on to the next one, and I'll turn the camera back on when I find something good. Alright guys, we're about 5 rolls later. Haven't gotten a whole lot in the last 5 rolls, but we just got something that I don't see very often. I have seen them before, but I haven't seen one in quite a while here. Check this out, guys. This is a foreign coin. It's got the starfish on it. It says 1 cent, so you're thinking like, oh, that might be a penny, but I believe it's not. Well, it's not a US penny, of course. It's actually from the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and this one happens to be a 2004. So that's a pretty cool coin. That's actually probably the most common foreign coin that I find in the pennies. Is we call them the starfish cents, and that's man, it's been probably 10-15 boxes since I found one of those. So that's pretty cool. I think we count those for like 3 points on the score sheet. But I think I saw, nope, that's just a regular Canadian 1969 right there. Go through the rest of this. We might actually have some older coins. I see some copper-looking edges here, so I'm hoping that we can get something older here out live. If not, though, I have a couple of coins to show you that I've gotten in the past few rolls. Just some common older coins. So it looks like that's it for that roll, guys. Check this out, though. We were able to get another wheat penny out of the past couple rolls. That one's a 1946. We've already, I think that's the second one on this box. And we were able to get 2 more young heads. Unbelievably, there's just so many in this box. It's not even really worth showing every time anymore. This one's cool though, because it's a 50s, which is a little harder to find. But we do already have both of those in the collection, so we'll just be pulling them aside and counting them towards the score on this box. And wow, we've got about as many young heads as wheat pennies. Lots of good stuff on this box though, guys. I'm actually going to check here. I'm going to dump these out for a sec here, and then flip this over to the back side and see what we count foreign coins for on our score sheet. I think that's right down here at the bottom. We have foreign coins. Oh, just 2 points per foreign coin there. Honestly, I think that should be a little bit higher. They're pretty hard to find. But I do count the Canadians as foreign coins if you're not like in a region of the United States that finds a ton of them. So it's sort of up for interpretation on how you want to interpret these rules. But I'll just count that as 2 points towards this box for the foreign coin there, and we'll move on to the next roll. Alright guys, so we're actually down to the last roll now. I just went through about 10 rolls and didn't have a whole lot to show for it. I'll show you what I was able to find. Again, just a bunch of common stuff here. Another 1956 Denver right there. And then we have a couple of young heads here. The first one is a 1964, super common on that. And then we got another 1963 as I knock over the last roll. I thought this roll looked a little bit interesting. It's got kind of an older looking one on the end. I don't think it's a wheat penny though, but we'll just go ahead and find out right now in the very end here, and see what we can get out of this last roll. It doesn't happen too often that you get cool stuff out of the last roll, but hopefully it does here for us. So it looks like that was going to be just a memorial cent. Actually, it's not even that old. It's 1972, so looks like it's been in the ground or something though. But guys, let's just go through the last roll here, and hopefully we're able to pull out either a wheatie or young head, just something old, something nice that can get us to the end of this box here. But getting to the end of the roll now, I'm not seeing anything hopeful. So as a lot of these end, this one's going to end with nothing. So guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the wrap up. I'll show you what I found, and we'll tally the points up on this box and see what the score was. So just real quickly guys, once again, if you want to pick up one of these coin roll hunting placemats for yourself to aid you in your penny roll hunting, head on over to my website at quinscoins.com and we will hook you up there. They're really good for transporting coins and also just having all of this information in front of you. I love showing you guys these things in the videos too. It's really easy to use. The front side is a really good visual for beginners and anybody who just wants to have it there for them while they're hunting through their coins. And of course the back side is good for competition hunts and scoring the boxes if you want to use the same scoring system that I use to score the boxes. Alright, so welcome to the wrap up guys. We have a lot to go over here. We always start up here with the wheat cents from the 40s and 50s. Those are the more common ones, and they're going to be worth 5 points apiece. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those all the way to the end of the page here. So that's 45 points right off the bat. We'll come down here to the foreign coins. So we got one of those. We got that Bahamas cent right there. Didn't get any of this other stuff unfortunately, but this is typically what we get. I did get quite a few 2009s here, just didn't show you those. So we got 8 of those plus the 2 points right there, so that's 10 points for the 2009s in the foreign. So we're up to 55 points now. Now coming down here to the additional Canadian score sheet, we got all these young heads, guys. Check this out. They go all the way to the end of the page, just like the wheat pennies. So that's another 45 points right there, because we got 9 of them, ranging all the way from 1958, 61, 62, and then the 63s and 64s here at the end, with that really interesting wreath pattern on that one. Still not sure what's going on with that. That's another 45 points. So that brings us up to 110 points. And then finally, we got a KG6. I love finding these. These are honestly probably one of my favorite coins to find in a roll, and that one's in 1942. Now guys, keep in mind that we did get 2 young heads that went into the book, and that would be the 1955 up here and the 1960, so that's 10 extra points right there. And when we add it all up, we get a total of 120 points. One of the best boxes I've had in the series so far. Anything over 100 points is amazing, and 120 points just kicked it out of the park, guys. We didn't get anything like huge, nothing that was like worth big points like Indian head or a key date or low date, so none of these key date or low date coins, but we just got a whole bunch of small things that added up to a big score of 120, and it was a good box today, guys. Unfortunately, this was the first box where we didn't get any United States coins into the book, but the Canadians saved us because we were able to get that 55, 60, and the 71. So this was an awesome box, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new, because I post new videos like this every single day, always bringing you along with the hunts and having a good time. And as always, I'm Quinn, and this is Quin's Coins signing out, and I will see you in the next one.